Hi, I'm Pat Barnard, Group Managing Editor for TMCnet, coming to you from IT Expo East 2011 in Miami. And joining me is Adam Conway, Vice President of Product Management for Aerohive Networks. Hi, Adam. How you doing today?
Doing very well, Pat.
Good. So I understand your company has some pretty big news as of a couple weeks ago. You had an acquisition, and I was just wondering if you could tell me about that.
We did. We acquired a company called Pareto Networks. They're a cloud-based VPN and routing company, and it really adds to our portfolio. It really creates a portfolio of products for us, whereas traditionally we've been an enterprise Wi-Fi vendor. Now we've got Wi-Fi plus the routing capability,
Right.
which is really important for enterprises, especially in the branch locations.
Right.
In the branch, often people don't want to install switches. They want to use wireless only for access.
Right.
They can save a lot of money.
Exactly.
And now we have the router and the and those access points to really create the entire network.
Right, so it broadens your feature sets, your capabilities in terms of what you're able to bring to your customers. And tell me a little bit about the size of the company you acquired, and just tell me a little bit about how this sort of rounds out what you're going to be able to bring to the table for your customers.
Great. Yeah, so the Pareto was founded in 2007, and they came to market as kind of the first cloud-based networking solution. Back in July of last year, they had their company announcement or company release, and they started shipping product at that time. So they've been shipping product for about 6 months. We saw an opportunity to expand our product base and leapt at it. Yeah, and as far as how this really changes what we can deliver to our customers, remote locations, especially ones without IT people present there, are very difficult to manage, and things like truck rolls and dealing with general maintenance issues can be a huge expense.
Right.
And really what Aerohive has done traditionally by delivering our Wi-Fi management via the cloud, and that's either our cloud, as a SaaS, or the customer's cloud, is in a private cloud.
Right.
Delivering things via the cloud makes provisioning very simple, makes troubleshooting remotely very simple, and makes it very much more cost-effective to deploy those remote locations.
Right.
By adding routing to it, we're solving yet another problem there. And the traditional approach of plugging a console port into a router to try and figure out why it can't connect to the internet is not feasible in those sites.
Right. And as you said, it's expensive.
Indeed. And that's what and that's really what Pareto brought to the table for us, is the ability to manage that very effectively.
All right. And in terms of integrating the two companies, do you plan to keep that brand name alive, or are they going to become Aerohive?
They are going to become Aerohive. We are actually racing rapidly to combine the two platforms. We see that part of the cost benefit of ease of management is making sure the two platforms work together.
Right.
And that means a single OS, a single cloud.
Right.
So we have a very aggressive schedule to combine those two together.
Yeah.
We're going to do this. We're going to have the integration, first stage of the integration done actually in Q2 of this year.
Oh, okay.
That's what we announced as part of the announcement.
Right, and obviously it helps to have a rapid integration roadmap.
Yes.
But when do you expect to have that fully completed? I mean, within this year, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Pareto brought a wealth of features, and most of those will be in the first release. A couple may drag into Q3, but still very soon. The capabilities of the solution, we expect to have a full-blown router available in Q2. So a new piece of hardware, so you can plug the access points in and get going with it, and as well as the integrated cloud as well.
Okay, great. Now just tell me really quickly about Aerohive's growth strategy and how this acquisition sort of factors in with that.
Sure. So Aerohive, we view two kind of, I guess from a market perspective, we tend to focus on large enterprise as well as the mid-market.
Okay.
We see Pareto as being Pareto and our existing cloud functionality as being two growth engines of the company, in addition to the Wi-Fi core Wi-Fi business. But cloud makes it so much easier to deploy, makes it so much easier to get time to value for the customer. By the time they send us a purchase order, they can configure the network right away and,
Right.
and start receiving the value of that system.
Right, and also the monitoring and troubleshooting part. I don't know
Oh,
whether or
yes,
not
absolutely.
you offer part of that. That's part
No,
of the platform as well. But
Yeah, so the system will absolutely monitor and help troubleshoot. You know, it's a SaaS, so the customer themselves is actually doing that.
Right, sure, yeah.
But the solution also enables our channel partners to offer a fully managed service.
Okay.
So they can log in and manage the customer's network without having to rack up their own servers and their own NOC to make that happen.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Good. Sounds like very exciting times for Aerohive, and
It is.
congratulations on
Thank
your
you very much.
acquisition.
Thank
That's
you
a
very
great way to kick off 2011, and it sounds like you guys are well positioned to have a good year this year. We've been talking to Adam Conway, Vice President of Product Management for Aerohive Networks, coming to you from IT Expo East in Miami. Thank you, Adam, very much for your time.
Thank you very much, Pat.